Y'all stay tuned, man. I'm finna interview Angola, and we finna talk about Boosie, Marlo Mike, 16-year-old that got life without parole. Didn't people with Boosie?
Charleston White feel that if Boosie say anything out of line, if he say the wrong thing, he's going to put Boosie in jail because there's a lot of unsolved bodies that been caught. Like, at the end of the day, all of them relate right back to Boosie and the hand that Boosie played in all of them.
Accusations. They don't have no woman accusing me. Now, T.I. got women accusing him. Tupac had a woman accuse him.
It all started because Charleston White spoke out and was just making a simple little joke about Boosie and Tootie Raw. Said they look like patent leather boots and you know, ostrich boots and stuff like that. But then Tootie Raw took it personal and got in his feelings, and he lashed out at Charleston White and basically started coming at Charleston White all disrespectful. And Charleston White was only joking. He was only playing with the little boy.
People, and he had a mental health problem, but they denied his appeal. Supreme Court ruled that the United States cannot give a kid, a juvenile, they cannot automatically give a kid juvenile life without parole, but they can give it to with deep consideration. So man, they gave that kid life without parole in prison. The little Boosie was giving him $2,800. Was it wrong? Getting $2,800 for every. Yeah, Boosie's wrong. I see why he got diabetes, cancer, all kinds of ugly, all kinds of curse to people. And now T.I. done tripped. Man, watch how this light shine on Boosie. Y'all finna see how low down Boosie is. Now he shouldn't have never said nothing to me, because I can reach out in Angola and get Mr. Marlo Mike. I can get the people around him that can tell us about when Boosie was in Angola. All that. I got somebody coming up, so y'all stay tuned. I'm on my way over there to go interview him now. Yeah, hey. I'm gonna get Boosie.
Boosie only said that Charleston White ain't gonna never hear a response from him is because he worked for the police, and that's a fact. To be honest with you, he works on the informant squad. Charleston White said that he would go to the extreme measures of basically calling all of the victims' family and opening the cases back up. And on top of that, he's trying to reach out to Marlo Mike right now so that Marlo Mike can give his side on how Boosie left him in a cold place.
Lil Boosie online right now hollering about, I want R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Many people been convicted. Never been convicted of them. I love Bill Cosby to death, but I ain't never had no 20-something women holler, I put nothing in they drink. I voluntarily give it. And some of it's been coerced. I lied and said this was my car. You know, I got more money than what I got in my pocket, but this was all I had in my pocket, but she thought I had more. Yeah, I done lied. I done cheated. Went and told her, bruh, with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I done cheated to get the pussy. What else? And I done stole it. We done had an agreement that it's gonna cost me $200. I gotta pay for the room. I got after the club when she leave. We go to the room, and she want the room with the hot tub in. We do all the things that you do for $200, about 3-4 hours. She decides she want to take a bath before she go home. I say, hey, I gotta run down to the car and get something. I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone. 10 minutes later, she called on the phone talking about how wrong I am. That's why you need him. But he know what to have to tell you. You get your money up front. Don't have fun. Where the money at? You get your money up. So I teach valuable lessons when I justify. Yeah, that's how I ride away and stop at the light And I might see her, I stop at the light, tell myself, well, she needed to be talked to. She had time she know to get the money up front. That's how I drive away and don't feel bad.
At this point, Boosie know he gotta be quiet because it's a whole lot of stuff he done got away with. It's about 9 to 10 like unsolved cases that Boosie is linked to, and all his ties relate back to him paying somebody to basically send somebody up. For each time that Boosie instantly sent Marlo Mike to get down on anybody, to be honest with y'all, it's crazy. Hey, you should subscribe to the channel, man, if y'all new for breaking news and updates and details on this whole situation. RP Duke the Jeweler. I want to let y'all know that
Mike Tyson had a woman accuse him. Kobe Bryant had a woman accuse him. Russell Simmons. All these people got real humans. Adam 22. All these people got real women who have made accusations. Do Charleston White have women making accusations? No. They just got a video of Charleston hollering about.
We are able to ping all the stuff in the area anyways, and it all gets followed through. So it'll take time for the whole case to go through, but at the end of the day, they know, and they'll be able to tell exactly where everyone was, and then you can rule out, anyone in question. But at the end of the day, it never should happen like that. It's unfortunate that it did, and it's sad for his family, because that's not, for them, it's his brother or the son or whoever, and for other people, and it's Duke. But the thing is like, they've known him forever, and seen him go up, like they seen him rise up, and then they saw this happen. And it's crazy that as many people are like looking like they're involved or were involved or had some sort of involvement. It's crazy because like you never would think that they'd do something like this, and neither did Duke. Duke had no way of knowing that this was gonna happen. If he had any clue, he would have had security with him. Like, he wouldn't have went. He would have had security. He wouldn't have brought what he brought. Everybody knows if you're a good salesperson or hustler or entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it these days, you know that if you sell something, if it's a networking situation, you're gonna make sure that you bring what you need to, that's how it goes. And so of course he's gonna bring the latest stuff that he has, the best pieces, that are exclusive, because he wants to make some sales, like anybody would. And his stuff and his work was great, and so people were really envious of what he had, and he had some amazing things that we've seen, and there's a lot of stuff that obviously we haven't seen yet. I'm sure with time, the pictures of all the actual. So what happened with Duke is sad. It's crazy that he paid the ultimate sacrifice with his life. He really cared about his work. He cared about his art. His work was his art. It was a work of art. And he ended up losing his life over money. I mean, he built himself up. He has some amazing pieces in the stuff, in the jewelry that he had with him. He ended up losing all those exclusive pieces for his life, along with some, the money from the dice game. And it's like, when you go back and look at some of the things that we've seen, it's sad that like he faced out and saw exactly what happened, and he saw who sent him up. He saw it go down, and he had no way to defend himself, and he had no one with him to even give him a clue that was happening or about to happen. And he was vulnerable because he opened up and gave everybody a chance there, was friendly, he was there to have a good time. He wasn't there for any drama. And even when they were talking about the security and at the venue, the arena theater where it happened, the security guards were saying like, oh no, it was chill, the whole environment was relaxed, everybody was just like, just having a good time, and something like that, what ended up happening was the last thing that they thought would happen in that environment, because like I said, everybody was completely chill, and so they didn't expect it to happen. I guess that the car with the other people there, and he parked and the other people parked in a different lot. Like, when you're following someone and you go somewhere with each other, for the most part, I thought you try to park near each other or together somewhat, because you go to the event together. If not, you would have just went there and been like, yeah, I'll meet you there. Like, not like, you park in this lot, I'm gonna park in another lot. Like, that's just so weird. And they definitely were watching him. When you saw the footage of the game, that 19-year-old stayed looking at Duke. Every single movie made, they were doing like their little secret call and everything else, and as soon as Duke moved a little inch, they like jumped. It just was too suspicious. I mean, and then, what happens with some of these incidents, these pieces get tied to other incidents, and is that really why people are starting to worry now? Like, are these pieces tied to other events that have happened? And now the concern is like, oh snap, we didn't think we were going to get caught up on that, but because you use this piece again, now it all gets tied together. I mean, is that a situation like this? We don't know. We're going to have to find out. I would estimate that it takes like 3-ish years to go through the court system for something like this. There's a lot of information that they have to get. There's security footage of and like, film and all kinds of stuff that they're going to be going through. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't, out in the open, of lots in the area, nearby, that it'll show all the angles, it's just even the security guards at the actual concert were saying that in general the vibe was just like a chill vibe. Everyone was having a good time. It was not a hostile environment where anyone was concerned or worried or even felt like something like that could happen. Everyone was just like there to have a good time and enjoying themselves and enjoying the music. And then this happened, and they didn't expect it. Security guards got to Duke first, and then after they got to Duke first, the ambulance showed up, and at that point, it was unfortunately it was too late. But they said that nobody expected this because it wasn't any type of vibe like that. Duke was in great health. He took care of himself. He was trying to, have a good time and enjoy himself. I mean, I'm wondering, like, did he have insurance on these pieces? Was there a lot of insurance on him? What else is there? With time, we're going to find out more information. We're going to find out exactly, how the business went down. And, maybe there was other people that wanted to try to invest in Duke's business and his art. The pieces that he made truly were works of art. They were beautiful pieces, and he was a very talented man. And he got taken out too soon. Far too soon. it's just very unfortunate that he was so vulnerable, and, you know, really, this is the last thing that he expected. The last thing that anybody expected. They say that there was a lot of people that were talking and stopped talking because they just, you know, nobody knows exactly what happened. But we're gonna find out, and with time we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll see, you know, what truth there is, and like we all know, the truth always comes out, and like in any case or any situation, everyone's innocent until they're found guilty. So, you know, time will tell, and we'll figure out what's gonna pass us by and where needs to, you know, we'll figure it all out. But unfortunately, you know, R.I.P. Duke. Sorry for the loss. He ended up, you know, like, the security got to him first immediately, and then from there the ambulance arrived to try to help him and everything. And so, you know, it's unfortunate, but there's so much security footage that has happened, like, that's available and that's gonna come out over time. They'll be exactly able to tell who it was. There'll be no question, because at the end of the day, we know that you can, the pictures of all the jewelry that was in the bag, I'm sure will come out. Those weren't, as I know right now, shared online yet or anything, but, you know, we'll share them as soon as we find them. You know, he lost a lot, like, I think it was $400,000 during the dice game, and then the bag of jewelry, and he lost his life ultimately. And so, I mean, it's surprising to see that they're still waiting to, you know, like, people are still waiting to get suspects, like, for the two, they said there's 2 people in the GMC, but they're looking for 4 people. I don't know. It's just a matter of time until all that information is released further, and you know, people will get what they got coming, I guess you could say. It's just, Duke really never thought that this would go down like this. You know, he definitely wouldn't have gone to Houston if he thought this would happen, and he had his own people with him. It's pretty lousy though that he would be in a whole new city, somewhere where he's supposed to enjoy and, you know, have a good time, and then he ends up being sent up while he's supposed to be living his best life. Really, I mean, that man was in great health. He, you know, was at the peak, like a great peak in his career, and he was really talented, and he got sent up at, you know, a really, really sad, tough moment. So, I mean, with time, things will come out, and like everybody says, innocent until proven guilty, and we'll see what happens with time. So, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and drop your area if you're still on below. Hey, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and make sure you like this video so you can stay tuned for the latest breaking news and information. You know, Duke really needed to take more precaution. The problem is he opened up to these people. He trusted them. He trusted Boosie. Boosie brought him down there for the concert, brought him gambling, or went gambling the day before. He opened up to them, and then he became completely vulnerable to the situation. And he ended up getting sent up the last place he expected with people that he could trust. He was gonna have a good time with people that he thought were his friends, and, you know, some real good future business connections, and a networking type event too. At the end of the day, he brought all those pieces there to show off, to sell, to make those deals happen, and, you know, show his work that he was proud of. He didn't expect he'd be taken up for his work that he did. He had a good day. He won all that money in the dice game. I thought it was $100,000. That man won almost $400,000 at that game. $400,000. And then he had a bag of his pieces, the unmarked pieces. That bag, I think, was something like $500,000 worth. I mean, and he got taken out for it all. It's sad because he didn't see it coming. He did see them, but being down there in Houston, he did not see that coming. He was facing outwards from his red, it looked like a Ford truck. I don't know if it was a Ford or a GMC, but it definitely was a red truck. And he was facing away. You know, I don't know if he had a piece of his own to protect himself in the car. I know Houston's easier to carry down there. I'm not sure how that worked, but, you know, I really thought that he would have had some security with him. Like, he went there. They said that he followed the cars